Alright, so pay no attention to Adventure Log number 1 having 96 hours of playtime logged in there. Pay attention to file number 3 with 2 hours of playtime. So this is a feature I really enjoy about Dragon Quest XI, is once you start playing, it pretty much tells you where you were in the story. It reminds you. This way, if you haven't played it in a little while, you will remember exactly where in the story you were and what you should be doing. So Lodo has returned home, having proven himself in the ceremony atop Cobblestone Tower, only to be told by his mother, Amber, that he's the reincarnation of the legendary luminary. The day has come that he must leave the comfort of Cobblestone to head out and face his destiny. After a tearful goodbye with all his friends and family, he takes his leave at last and sets out northward for the storied city of Heliodor. Alright, so here we are. When we last left off, we had saved in the church at Heliodor. Last time we did get a little bit of a grind, and we did gain some level. So I'm gonna see if there's anything worth spending his points on right now. So we're gonna look at his swords here. I don't think we're going to be running any dragons anytime soon. So we're going to give him sword stance. And we just unlocked Miracle Slash. That means we can add that once we get 16 points. Alright. So if you see anybody that has a purple bubble over their head, that means there's a side quest. So if you look at the map, you can see in the immediate area we've got 2 of those. We've got one immediately next to me and one by the castle wall over there. If you see somebody with a pink indicator, that means they just have important information. He's just going to let us know that we need to see the king. And he tells you where to go. If I'm remembering correctly, we didn't ever find that last monster in the the Heliodor region. That one. So I'm going to take one more quick run around and hopefully locate that one guy. Because if we're going to complete this game, we might as well complete this game. We'll see how I feel about that later, though. So that's a Guard of Heliodor. You'll be seeing a lot more of those a little bit later on. I think I know what monster I'm looking for, too. The missing one. And if I am correct, I have to head over in that area with the walls. But again, I could be wrong. I could be very, very, very wrong. I probably can't even get up there. Yeah, that doesn't look like that's a area I can go. Oh, well, here's an area with walls. This might be what I was thinking of. It looks like none of them are here right now. There should be a bird chilling on this wall called the Stark Raven. So they might show up a little later when things get a little bit more rough. Who knows? Oh, there's one. There's a Stark Raven hanging over here. Let's get rid of that. And that's that. Yeah, we probably overleveled a little bit for this area, but I promise, it's gonna make a difference. A little bit. So, Halidor region, we have all the monsters, so we're good to go. I feel comfortable and confident in going on to the next area now. After we fight this Toady, who's so rudely got in our way. He's trying to bind our spells. Not gonna happen. I'm not using spells anyway. Just gonna cut you. Okay. Let's get back to Heliodor. Yeah, Lord Aubrey, I like that too. And you'll notice all the versions of them that we meet later will be carrying their skull around as well. It's just... that's just the thing they do. Halidor Castle and Emerald Coast. We don't want to go to Emerald Coast right now because, well, we would get ripped apart, pretty much. So, to Heliodor Castle, which most assuredly is safe. Look at those safe walls, those safe guards, those safe crossbow things, that safe crane. I feel safe. I feel safe here. Okay, back in here again. Welcome to Heliodor, greatest city in of all Edria. Please, make yourself at home. Oh, and if you're wondering what that white speech bubble above my friend's head, well, that just means he's got something else to say. Nothing else to say right now. People get like that sometimes, you know? So there are people who you can't talk to, and you'll just pop up behind them, and that's all they're gonna say, is, weapons, weapons, here we go. Cranes are good weapons in Final Fantasy VI, I do. That's very true. Alright, so let's see what we can do for people. Let's this little girl here.
Wah, wah, Amelia's stuck on the roof. She won't come down. Wah, someone help me. Amelia's stuck on the roof. You have to help.
The girl wants you to rescue Amelia from the perilous rooftops above.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You're so nice. Please get Amelia down. She's scared of heights, you know.
And now we're in the Amelia's in a Pickle quest. So this is a good time as any to show the quest catalog again. So this one, I like this quite a bit, that they are grayed out when you have no chance of even accepting the quest. They have a white question marks when you have a chance to find it, but you haven't yet, and it tells you where you should be looking, and it will tell you if it's completed or underway. So right now, we are doing Amelia's in a Pickle. Who's Amelia? Well, we've got to find out. So, let's just start going around. Here? Is it here? No. But we can't go here anyway. Woohoo! That little kid is just excited to be alive. That's the way to be. That's the way to be, man. Well, this is a room, but we can look and stuff. And we found a bandana, which we're not going to use right now because See, Lord Bobbery, that's exactly why I like it, is because you know full well if you've missed something or not. There's no guesswork involved. You will just know right away if you've missed an important quest. The funny thing is, I've done this and I still don't remember where to go get Amelia. This is a fine inn, may be the finest in Heliodor. Who knows? I don't. There's a book called The Spotter's Guide to Monsters. Lodo takes it from the shelf and has a closer look. Intrepid adventurer. If this book should impress upon you one thing before you set out on your quest to see the world, let it be this. The monsters that roam the land at night are far more fearsome than those that appear during the day. Heed these words well, adventurer, and go abroad in the evening only if you're prepared to meet the dangers that await you. That's just a very nice way of saying, monsters are stronger at night, yo. Medicinal herbs. Amelia must be starving. She's stuck on the roof. Well, we're trying to find a way to up there, kid. Alright. Aha, there we go. It's this room. This kid's having fun. That's the way to be. Let's have fun. Not as graceful as that kid. Uh-oh, pumpkins. Let's break them. Can never let those pumpkins survive. Not after last week. Alright, so we're just gonna climb on up. Alright, we gotta start looking for Amelia. I know we just saw her, but I gotta smash these things first. Because there's money to be had. Hi, Amelia. The cat's paw seems to be stuck in a hole in the roof. Do you want to help it? Of course we do. We want to help the cat. Meow. You help the little girl's cat. Go tell her the good news. And there's the cat. And there she is. You got Amelia off the roof. Thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Here, take this. Lodo receives a bag of kitty litter. If you got up on that roof, you could get onto others. You could probably even climb down chimneys. I wonder if that's a hint that we should be doing something. Yeah? Oh, the cat had an idea, I guess. Hi, Fox. Are you excited that we got the other cat off the roof? Yeah? Okay. Sometimes people just don't have things to say that are important. Sometimes they just want to pretend to water flowers at us. There's a rough part of town. It's manned by guards to keep the riffraff out. Well, you know, sometimes you want to hang out with riffraff. What kind of riffraff do we have going on there? I'm sure we'll find out. Well, let's see what the Lord Bobbery. We don't have a cat, but let's see what the kitty litter has to say. Like what they have to say about the kitty litter that we just got. A peculiar powder that purring pets apparently prefer. Did you learn anything from that? And now we got a flurry feather. So this is another one of those games where things are just kind of hidden and spread throughout. You'll find them in jars and barrels and treasure chests, of course. But you gotta know where to look and have a keen eye for this stuff, otherwise you're gonna miss some You know, like mini medals and stuff, and you definitely don't want to miss mini medals. Now, recipe books are also hidden here. We are going to need to read this book again in a minute. I mean, I don't know that we need to read that book again in a minute, but I should go and actually get that underway. If, in fact, there was a thing to get underway. Okay, second quest. I came all the way to Heliodor with one goal in mind, to catch a glimpse of the two greatest heroes in all history, Sir Jasper and Sir Hendrik. The only problem is, they won't let me in the castle. Can you believe it? Well, if I'm not going to meet them in person, I suppose I have to bide my time reading up on them instead. You know, if you wanted to earn my eternal gratitude, you could help me find a book about the exploits of those two fabulous knights. Torst wants you to search for a certain book about two local heroes, Hendrik, the general, and Jasper, the tactician. Well, thank you so much. I know there's a book about my two favorite knights sitting on a bookshelf somewhere. I've taken a look around the west of the city, so maybe you should head east. If you see any bookshelves with red books in them, take a closer look. Apparently, they're the ones worth reading. If you do manage to find a book about Jasper and Hendrik, make sure to come back and tell me about it, won't you? Now, I wonder if it's going to count that I already read the book, or am I going to have to go back and read it and then bring it back? Alright, so they want me to read it again. That's fine. Get out of the way, city guard. Goodness sakes. Hey there. Can't wait for the next day, turn in for the night. Go to an inn, get your head down, and it'll be morning before you know it. A tale of two heroes. Lodo takes it. No matter how ferocious an assault the monsters may launch against Heliodor, this great kingdom shall not fall, for two heroic figures will stand in the path of any attacker. The first is Sir Hendrik, a warrior without equal. Countless times has he ridden his colossal black steed Obsidian fearlessly into the heart of an oncoming assault, scattering the enemy like so many leaves. He is chivalrous to a fault, and considered by many to be the greatest swordsman in the world. Even the vilest, most towering troll dare not stand its ground when faced with his whirling greatsword. The second half of this gallant duo is the shrewd and ingenious Sir Jasper, regarded as the sharpest military mind of the age. He has led heavily outnumbered forces to glorious victory again and again. Though a swordsman, he may be no match for Sir Hendrik. His ability to analyze any battlefield and quickly arrive at the ideal strategy for the situation at hand is unrivaled. With these two great men, the swordsman and the strategist, to protect it, Heliodor need fear no foe. You found the book about the two great heroes of Heliodor. You should go tell the tourist who was looking for it. So now we're going to run all the way back to that guy and let him know that we read and tell him what he likely already knows. He could tell from the look in our eyes that we found the book. He's heard about this already. Well, fancy that. How did you know? He feels a lot closer to his heroes now. And now he's going to give us a Dracilian shilling, which is largely useless except for selling. I found out you could tell what houses you can go into by the red lines on the map. Who knew? It's amazing the things you can learn from books and that, eh? Alright. All these people are distracted. Let's head in here. Gonna break your pots. What's all this, then? Nothing. Just relax. Breaking your pumpkins, breaking your jars. Could steal your gold. What's upstairs? That door's locked from the other side, but this guy has it coming. Trust me, this guy has it coming. He deserves everything to be smashed. Burglars need that map feature. How else would you burgle in the city of Heliodor? I'm absolutely convinced there's treasure down this chimney, but I can't stand dark places, so I'm too scared to go down and have a look. I'm not. Treasure? Sign me up. This is why the guy deserves to have his house burgled and smashed. There's nothing I love more than the longing looks of those slum dwellers who pass beneath my balcony and gawk at my treasure chest with their hungry eyes. The envy of the unwashed masses is well-founded, for the chest holds my greatest treasures, but I rest easy in the knowledge that it remains completely inaccessible. Just as I did yesterday and today, tomorrow I shall bask in the covetous glance of the rats scurrying below. Smash everything this man owns, and another one of those creepy penguin guys. A seed of deftness. And let's just take that treasure away from him, shall we? It's a gold bracer. And now his door is unlocked. And I'm gonna equip that and parade right on out of here. Because that's the type of guy I am right now. Lodo doesn't need to follow any rules. Bye, guy. I got your treasure. This band are the best. I wish I could play an instrument. This band are the best. This band are the best. I don't know if they did that on purpose or... Alright, let's buy some stuff if we can. Copper sword. Let's go ahead with a copper sword. Because we're using single-handed weapons for him right now. Armor is every adventurer's best pal. When the chips are down, it will always be there for you. So come on, what do you say? Let's see. Like I said, it's not too soon before the Dragon Quest VIII guys. It's true, it might be proper in British. Alright, now all that money that we did the grind for, all gone now. Because all we can really sell from that is the pot lid. The rest are starting items that they don't let you get rid of. So, let's organize items, all non-essential items in the bag, but we're gonna use the seed of deftness. Completely forgot I picked that up. And we're going to transfer to Lodo 3 medical herbs. Alright. So we completed 2 quests, we did some shopping. I say it's high time we go visit the castle and say hello to the king. This is where all the rich folk live, if that wasn't obvious. Done your homework? Okay. He should have done his homework already. See that big swanky house over there? Well, it belongs to some rich and slightly vulgar stranger. He just turned up one day, bought the land, and had it built. Showy blighter. Alright. The water's so still and beautiful, it feels like it's drawing me in. Well, I wouldn't go for a swim in there. It doesn't look like there's a way back out, lady. So yeah. Oh, check that out. I think that thing looks cool. That's the emblem of Heliodor.
Halt! Not so fast.
Ah, good. They're doing the voice acting for me this time. Good.
State your business.
Lodo explains that he's the luminary, and that he's come to speak to the king.
Here, shake my hand, mate. That's the funniest one I've heard all week.
Clear off, will ya? We haven't got time for this kind of nonsense.
Oh, yeah.
What's that? You want to show that pendant to the king, you say?
Do you mind waiting here a minute?
Yes, but only one.
Ever so sorry for that little misunderstanding. Please, go right on through. His Majesty's waiting for you.
Right, we're finally in the castle. Now, I'm sure the guards won't mind me having a little poke around to kind of see what's going on in here. Let's see here. Can I go this way, guy? Nope, it's off limits. Oh, man. And there's another friendly reminder, guy, in case you forgot what we were supposed to be doing. We have to go see the Majesty. The Majesty... King Carnelian. This tree has been here since before I was born. It is simply magnificent. It requires no care, but retains its noble form entirely naturally. A curious power emanates from the root wrapped around the tree. How curious. Alright, we stole 7 coins from the castle. I'm sure that won't come back to bite us later. Break their barrels, just for good measure. Goodness, they don't want me to go anywhere right now. But I'm gonna go up here to the bedrooms. Let's see, I'm not interested in those two. I'm interested in what's in this. Wayfarer's clothes and a book. King Carnelian, behind the throne. Lodo takes it from the shelf and has a closer look. Having seen several generations of his line, I can say with some certainty that King Carnelian is a rare breed of monarch, possessed of all the qualities required in a truly great leader. Both loved and feared by the populace, he is like a father to them, kind yet stern, firm yet fair. Not since the days of the great kings of old has our nation been so blessed. Though his face may have grown hard and lined since the terrible events that took place those few short years ago, some might say that this is at a certain depth that improves him yet further. To have so resolutely overcome such grief, and yet still led his nation boldly onward, is surely a sign that Carnelian is a king among kings. Seems like this guy's a true hero to the people. I'm excited to meet him. I don't know if he's the king of games. I just know he's the king of kings. He has to grant an audience to some upstart, and I must wait. Well, I want your treasure. Those are gifts for the king. You so much as touch them, and you'll be sorry. Man, I'm the luminary. You're sorry. Adrian Geographic. Ludo takes it from the south. Of the many nations, both large and small, that make up Adria, there are 5, the so-called Great 5, that stand above all others in the eyes of the world. Ancient and honorable Dundrasel, steadfast and stony Heliodor, Gallipolis with its noble desert nights, Sniffelheim with its snow-capped towers, and last but not least, Swardrust, carpeted in flowers. These 5 nations guide the world, meeting every few years at the great conference known as the Colloquy of Kings, in order to steer the course of Adrian affairs in a direction agreeable to all. Well, if King Carnelian is anywhere near as agreeable as that book said he was, yeah, we're gonna have a good time meeting this captain of industry. Whew, that training was brutal. Well, I'm gonna smash your pots then. That's what you get for complaining about your training. Next time, don't do it. Training with Sir Hendrik is exhausting. I'm just taking a little breather. Nothing in there. Ooh. How dare you not have stuff? Ever since you arrived in the castle, there's been a curious tension in the air. I cannot quite put my finger on it. Well, that's because I'm the luminary. My goodness. Haven't you ever heard of a luminary? We found a leather hat. Oh, it's the luminary. Very nice to meet you. I'm a bit busy with my reading at the moment, though. Could we speak later, maybe? Of course. Yes. We have to go meet the king. Well, I mean, what else am I gonna do if I'm in the castle? Of course I have to steal everything that's not nailed down. That's what you do when you visit a castle. They expect you to do that. That's why they have such cool stuff. They want you to take their stuff. Like, look. I'm just gonna take a stroll around this hallway. And look, there's just pots just hanging out. Of course they want us to break them. If they didn't want us to take their stuff, they wouldn't have it out. Oh, there was another one of those little penguin fellows. Well, that too, Lord Bobry. I mean, if you can't take it, then you might as well break it. Go to the balcony. Of course. Of course we're going on the balcony. There's more stuff to take out here. And break. Look! A single file. A mini medal. See, it's a good thing we did this. Well, see, that's what they get for putting their stuff just sitting around. If they didn't leave it on the floor, Nightshade, I wouldn't have to take it. Like, look, if they put something on a shelf, I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna touch it. But as long as they're just leaving it sitting on the floor, then the kingdom deserves to fall into poverty. I touched the books, but I didn't take them. I can read. I'm not stealing their knowledge. I'm just learning from them. Ooh.
That will be quite close enough. Welcome to Heliodor Castle, friend.
Uh-oh. That's a smile of friendship.
The Jewel of Dundrasil.
Yes, that's what that is.
You are bold indeed to have made your way here alone, Wanderer. I am Carnelian, ruler of Heliodor.
Now, I'm gonna have to point some of these out sometimes, but this one especially. I love Akira Toriyama's art style, I do, but this guy is Dr. Gero. Like, right there. Expecting to start cranking out androids anytime now.
How long have I waited for this day? And now, finally, we meet. Truly, it is an honor.
Android 20. Alright. My mistake. Android 20, not Dr. Gero.
The fact that you come here proffering the jewel and asking to speak with me personally would suggest that you know something of your true nature. I take it that you also bear the mark?
That is an old Marcello. Show him your birthmark. Just here it is.
Yes, the mark of light. Then there is no doubt. You are he.
He is me.
Rejoice, dear subjects. The day is upon us at last. The luminary walks among us once more. Tell me, O luminary, where exactly is it that you hail from? I would so very much like to pay tribute to those who took you in and raised you.
Lodo tells King Carnelian that he was raised in the village of Cobblestone.
I see. Cobblestone, you say? Jasper, you know of this place?
I do, my liege. A village of provincial nobles deep in the rocky south.
Then I take it
That's
you know
a
what
friendly
to
thing
do.
to say.
Do not disappoint me.
That's a friendly thing to tell him to do.
Yes, my liege.
He's taking friendly guards with him.
Accursed luminary! I know not what your intent was in coming here alone, but whatever your wicked scheme, know that it shall not succeed.
Hendrik, take this cur, this harbinger of calamity. and cast him
Lord
into the
Pomfrey.
furthest corner of the dungeon.
You called it a week too early.
Know this. The luminary is the root of all evil and will bring naught but misery to our realm. And why is this? The reason is simple. Just as light is intertwined with darkness, so too is the luminary intertwined with the dread lord of shadows. His coming heralds the resurrection of the Dark One.
Did you really think you could fool one as wise as His Majesty? It was your great misfortune to confront one who knows your true nature. Men, seize this wretch!
Oh, that's not what was supposed to happen. Bye, King Carnelian. I'm sure you're still a good king. I mean, Lord Bobry, if it makes you feel any better, Sandy's a dog, so dogs always make out good in the ending of any story. No one would write a story about a dog getting hurt.
You claim to hail from Cobblestone. Well, before the sun has set 3 times, we shall know the truth. By then, Jasper will have returned from his investigation. If I were you, Darkspawn, I would not expect to live beyond that day.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, might as well smash some pots. Alright, cut it out. No. Get a grip. Making a racket isn't gonna help you any. Yes, it will. I gotta smash pots. Oh man, I'm all out of pots. Well, at least I have this plank of wood and this shawl to wear. Sheesh. Keep it down, will you? There goes the neighborhood.
Will you keep it down in there? Most folks they throw in here have the decency to wait a while before going stir crazy. What are you in for, anyhow? You don't get free bed and board down here without having done something pretty bad. Wait, did you say the luminary? You're serious? You're telling me the luminary has just shown up in the cell next to mine? This is crazy.
One plate of delicious gruel for the gentleman in the dungeon suite. Come and get it.
You know... Out of all the things that I've eaten in my life, I've never actually eaten gruel. And it's in like, every movie that has a dungeon, and every story that has a dungeon, they just talk about gruel. Like, and yet I've never had it. Has anyone actually eaten gruel in their days? You, dude, don't waste a meal. He brought you gruel. Gruel is basic. That's true, Lord Bobbery. I've never been tossed in a dungeon before, so...
The Luminary. You're serious? So it's all happening just like the seer said it would. We'd better get out of here.
Well, that guy's gonna get us out, so... might as well just go back this way. Hey, guards, I'm out. My door's unlocked. Do you want to get caught or something? There's too many guards that way. Stick with me, okay? No gruel. Man, how do you have dinner breakfast without any gruel?
Wait here.
I don't know what the second part of his plan was here necessarily. He knocked out a guard, and now a guard's coming. You didn't think this through very well, did you, Sir Hooded Man without a name yet? Yeah, it's just a homicide now.
Don't worry, I didn't kill him.
Oh, okay.
He won't be waking up anytime soon.
He didn't kill him, everybody. There's no homicide investigation.
Things will get pretty hairy up ahead. You'd better take this.
Yeah, you could shave people with it.
Oh, and I found this in a corner over there. I guess it's your stuff, right?
And now we got our lost belongings
I got
back.
this little beauty back, so now I'm pretty much unstoppable. We'd better get out of here before any more of our tin-headed friends come knocking. Holler when you're ready to move out, okay?
You're right, Nightshade. Revolver Ocelot always messes with your items. Let's see if we got any bombs. No, just herbs, maps, and clothes. And cat litter. And cat litter. We almost forgot our blessed cat litter.
I spend ages digging this hole, and you just happen to show up the day I finish it? Heck of a coincidence.
One heck of a coincidence.
Guess I really was meant to help you out, just like the seer said.
How long had he been in jail that he was able to complete a hole that size? I mean, it's almost like it was plot relevant.
Anyway, there'll be time to talk about all that later. In you go.
Do we have to? Let's get out of here. You first. You're just using me as a scapegoat to find out if your hole works. Looks like Lodo's neighbor has been busy. Go down the hole? Yeah, sure. I just think it's interesting that no one's ever noticed this hole. You've played Earthbound, you're familiar to hole. Oh, yeah. Lodo hasn't been in Earthbound though. He doesn't know what he's in for.
The sewers, huh? Well, there
Oh
must be a way
man,
out somewhere.
sewers.
Lead the way. I got your back.
Alright, we're in the sewers of Heliodor now. And our first mission is to pick up stuff and items. The doors are locked, of course. We'll remedy that in a little while. Heliodor, or odor. Yeah. Now when we know what the king really is, he has a hell odor, that's for sure.
There they are. You lot, over here.
And we're already caught.
Huh? Damn it. We better make ourselves scarce.
Right now, he's with us, but not really with us. Like, we can't control him. He's not actually considered a party member. He's just kind of auxiliary to our party. But he will help, just not in any official capacity. Because he doesn't have a name yet. You know how it is in RPGs. If they don't have a name, they're not really there. And he could get hit as much as he wants, and he won't drop.
Another one bites the dust.
No. Did I forget to... Oh, I did not mean to do that. There will be a party much later. Well, I mean much later relative to this point. And he does heal us, which I much appreciate. I mean, you can run away from these guys, but where's the fun in that? I mean...
Ha! Easy.
We could keep getting money and experience points just by repeatedly fighting these guys. It might be a good idea to stick with the other prisoner and avoid the guards. Oh, is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Shoot. Right, snuff that torch out and follow my lead. Okay, so he wants me to hide behind the boxes, so I should just run right into the guard then, right? Didn't make a difference. Hurry! I just want to fight him. There's no fun in hiding and sneaking around. Cut them all down. Get the EXP. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff about this game that is super well designed, but this is definitely not one of those instances.
Another one bites the dust.
Now, I meant to do this earlier. If I could remember how to do it. System settings. Battle mode. Classic camera. There we go. I don't know. I didn't perfect stealth it when in my other file either, because I just really love grinding for EXP when I need to, or when I can. can get across that bridge. Go on ahead and check it out. First person across the bridge is always the first person to fall. I like your style.
These guys don't give up, do they?
They do not.
Seriously?
And they all died. The end.
You okay? Looks like we shook the guards, at least. And that looks like a way out. Maybe our luck's about to change.
Now we skip... No, that's a different Dragon Quest, Lord Bodbury. The world was destroyed by the Dark Lord, so we entered Dragon Quest Builders 3. Man, I just hope we get 2 out here. Man, even the map doesn't know where we are anymore. Now, this guy, you don't want to get into a fight with right now.
Wait, there's something there.
Yep, this is the fabled dragon of the Dragon Quest. We did it.
Stand and fight, we're dead. Let's get the heck out of here.
Yeah, let's just run from this. Because he's horrible. We just keep running. You're welcome to try, Lord Bodbury, but I don't know that we can take this right now.
Whew. I think we gave it the slip.
Well, they have to use the bad camera angle, because how else would you know that the thing is running behind you? And now we're running again. And so are all the monsters. They know when they're not going to waste their time here. Except for the Drakkies that keep slamming themselves into the walls. they'll just pretend to be lanterns, and we'll be on our way. Well, he knows you're in there. He's not a stupid dragon.
Has it gone? Whew. That was way too close for comfort. What's that thing doing under the castle, anyway? Well, whatever. We should get going. Uh-oh.
He hasn't given up yet.
We made it. Just. I don't know how much more of this I can take.
I don't know. Where there's a will, there's a way, Nightshade. I mean, if someone put barbecue just out of my reach, you can guarantee I'd figure a way to break down the wall to get to that barbecue.
Me and my big mouth. Move. Now. Looks like our luck finally ran out.
Finally!
There they are. We've got them now.
No way back, huh? If they catch us, we're dead meat.
Hold!
Let's do this. I believe in you. I believe in the Luminary. I don't have much choice.
Come on. Let's not do anything stupid now.
The name's Eric, by the way.
But will they survive the waterfall? This was all just a long intro sequence, by the way. We are now, and only now, 3 hours into play at the title screen. This is only the second show so far, Nightshade, so we're halfway into the second Let's Play of this, and we're finally at the title screen. Starring Sandy. And now you're going to get to see all the people that will be joining you much later on. Good old King Carnelian, the best king ever. we know what game we're playing. Huh. Wow. We were playing Dragon Quest XI this whole time. Yeah, Yggdrasil does tend to pop up pretty often in the Tales series as well. But now what's going to happen? Let's find out. As Dragon Quest XI continues. Key up, lazy bones.
Come on, up you get. Finally. I was worried we'd lost you for a minute there. You've been out cold ever since we jumped. Had to drag you all the way here on my own. But what a jump it was. I closed my eyes, put my faith in the luminary, and somehow didn't get smashed into 1,000 pieces. In fact, I woke up on the forest floor at the bottom of the cliff without a scratch on me. Amazing what a little faith can do. Anyway, I guess you and me must be at the top of the King of Heliodor's most wanted list by now.
Of course.
Which means we can't hang around here too long. Let's go say thanks to the nun who looked after us and be on our way.
And she'll be none the wiser. Oh. Well, what better way to thank the nun than smashing her pots?
What happened to my pots?
Nothing.
Ah, there you are, my children. I trust that your friend here is fully recovered.
He could be.
Oh, don't worry about him. He's just fine. Hey, thanks for looking out for us. We owe you one.
My nun joke was awesome, okay? I don't care what anybody says.
Not at all, dear. I'm just happy to see you both well again. But if you are leaving, you must be careful on the road. It seems some dangerous criminals have escaped from the capital and are at large somewhere in the area. Oh, I shudder to think what wicked deeds they might be capable of.
Yeah, I hear they like to smash pots. How we don't know anybody like that?
Criminals, you say? Dear me, that doesn't sound good. And you heard this when you were in Heliodor.
I did indeed, my child. There were guards everywhere. They are searching high and low for the villains. And I heard that the mighty knight Sir Hendrik himself has headed to the mountains in the south with his troops. They say he means to block the road to Cobblestone, the village the fugitives came from.
Well, now we can't go find out if Sandy's okay.
But you must forgive me, poor lambs. I did not mean to alarm you. They will soon be caught, I am sure. Justice will be done. And until then, you are free to remain with us for as long as you please.
Thanks. We appreciate that. We're going to get a little fresh air. We have...
Now that we've smashed all your pots, how many do you have? None!
Cobblestone, eh? Never heard of the place. I never even knew anyone actually lived in those mountains down south. Is that really where you're from? I'm guessing you want to go see what's happening down there. But you need to be smart. You won't get past Hendrik unnoticed. If you're going to make it there without getting caught, you'll need to avoid the main road. And if you want to do that, you'll need my help. I know every back road there is to know in these parts. But I've got things to take care of in Heliodor first. I left a little something in one of my old haunts downtown, and I need to get it back. So, are you coming along for the ride? I did help you break out of that dungeon, remember?
Nah.
Come on, don't be like that. I just need to pop back to town and grab it real quick. After that, I'll show you the scenic route to Cobblestone. So, are you coming along for the ride? I did help you break out of that dungeon, remember?
I already said no.
Come on, don't be like that. I just need to pop back to town and grab it real quick. After that, I'll show you the scenic route to Cobblestone. So, are you coming along for the ride? I did help you break out of that dungeon, remember?
Well, alright, just so you don't say that line again.
That's the spirit. But we can't have you bringing us any unwanted attention. Ah, I've got just the thing.
A hat.
Here, put this on and keep your face hidden. Otherwise, you're gonna get nabbed as soon as you set foot in Heliodor. Ha! That's more like it. If you're gonna be a wanted man, you might as well look the part. Right. Let's...
No one will ever be able to tell I'm, the luminary in this.
Glad you're coming along. The seer told me to stick with the luminary when I found him, and that's just what I'm going to do.
Okay, now we officially have a party member. Powahs. A PEP power is an incredible ability that can be performed by 2 or more party members when at least one of them is pepped up. Select PEP Powahs from the menu when it appears to see what exciting abilities you can unleash. Depending on the tactics each character has set, they'll either perform powers automatically or await your orders. Take a look at the Traveler's Tips to learn more. Well, now I feel peppy. First things first, have him follow orders, otherwise he'll just fight on his own. Alright. Now, of course, we have to jump into a well. Because it's there. And there's treasure in the well. And we found a pointy hat! We are on the PEP squad now, Lord Bob Bree. Us and the nun. A hardy hide. And a glowy blue dot, which was a small scale, for all the fish that live in this dirt. Now, the pointy hat's better. And Eric is almost naked, so we have to make sure we equip him with something. So he gets a hat. And a supplicant. There we go. And we've got a quest lady guy something hanging out over here. So the blue-haired chap with you is called Eric, is he? Well, he looks like he knows how to handle himself. You could have picked a worse traveling companion, that's for certain. Now tell me something, have you heard of PEP Powers? Oh, I'm sorry, PEP Powers! They're special attacks that only you can unleash with the help of your companions. Basically, they're what happens when spells and abilities are mixed together in various combinations, and believe me, they're well worth learning. I see I've piqued your interest. Alright, let me think. Of course. I've got just the one for you to try. I'm pretty sure that if you and your friend Eric put your minds to it, you'll be able to master a little cracker known as the real decoy. All you need to do is team up and try it on some hapless monster. You'll soon see how incredible it is. Well, what do you say? Fancy giving it a try? The warrior wants you to defeat a monster with Eric using the real decoy PEP Power. That's the spirit, but just one word of warning. This PEP Power won't work unless the people performing it are pepped up. And what does that mean, I hear you ask? Well, it's when you're in a battle and monsters are attacking you and suddenly you find that you're fully focused and ready for anything. That should be enough to get you there, I'm sure. Now stop listening to me waffling on and get out there and try it. Once you've taken out a monster with the real decoy, come back and let me know. The problem with these PEP Power quests is you really don't have very much control over when you can use them. So you kind of just have to hope for the best and hope that you can use your PEP Power early on. Now, as you see here, there's literally nothing in this area. We can go to the Mangle Grove, which they won't let us right now. Or we can go and explore that little route to the north, which surely has items, or we can head immediately to downtown Heliodor. At this point, we do probably need to level up a little bit because we are in a new section. And of course, defeated monster list by region, we only know what 3 of the monsters in this area are. We still are missing 5 people. So, we've got to go figure that out. So let us go. Onward onto our new adventure. We've already taken down some fright bulbs. We know they are nothing at all to be scared of. Except if you're Eric, you can't kill them in one hit.
Who else wants some?
Me. Now we've got a group of enemies. So, we've got another fright bulb, and we also have Bodkin Archers, a mainstay of the Dragon Quest series. If you've played Dragon Quest and you haven't run into a Bodkin Archer, then I don't know what you're doing. Got a crit, but not a PEP Power. Uh-oh, there we go. One of us is PEP Powered up. But not the both of us. We can't use our PEP Powers. Now, everywhere you see a glowing blue spot on the ground is an item, and these ones will replenish themselves. Because these are items that you're going to use for crafting, usually. Uh-oh. Now we're fighting more platypunks and a great saber cub. Again, more mainstays from the Dragon Quest series. It's like I mentioned last week, with the music and the overall look and the monsters and the moves and everything, it just always feels like you're coming right back home when you start playing this game again. If you've played one of them, you pretty much are gonna feel right at home with any of them, really. Though there are Dragon Quests that are better than others, for sure.
Easy.
Now, if we try to go to the Mangle Grove right now, I'm pretty sure yeah. Are you lost already? If we want to get to Heliodor, we have to head up the slope by the church. But I want to go to the Mangle Grove. Oh. Last I heard, you could get mangled there. In the Mangle Grove. He didn't buff himself, he buffed the plant. So we'll just have to set it on fire. Alright, now we're both pepped. We should be able to use the real decoy, and if it kills one of them, we will officially have beaten the quest. And it did. So we have taken care of that quest. We could go back and visit that gentleman, and he will thusly reward us.
Another one bites the dust.
Oh man, we took their clothes? You know, I'd be fine taking a finger or an ear or a nose or something, but when you steal their clothes, that's a little much.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and yes, I discovered I can remove the PlayStation chat from the side of my screen, so you all get to see the game in its full glory rather than being boxed in by a chat. So if you happen to be watching this somewhere that you're not attached to the RadioPSI Discord by any chance, then please feel free to come join us on RadioPSI's Discord, and I'll be able to see you here. And since it is 7:21, it is a good time to remind you that this is not the only show on Radio PSI. There are plenty of others every day of the week, mostly. There are some days where we have yet to figure out a working schedule for, but we will get that underway. But for right now, you do have Nightshade coming on immediately after me, and he always puts on one heck of a show, so I do implore that you take a listen and enjoy, and then, you know, pop around, hang out with us, and you'll find out what else we've got going on. It looks like Nightshade is going to be continuing his journey to Mega Man 11 tonight. So he's doing Mega Man 10, which is going to be one heck of a show. Mega Man 10 is a difficult game. I've tried to beat that one, and I've always fallen short. So we're missing 2 types of monsters in this area. I know what one of them is, and it's the big saber cats. We got him while he's asleep, so we'll get to murder him while he's sleeping. Eric, if you wouldn't mind, stab it in the face. Now we've got some fighting. Now these guys, on the other hand, are a little bit more tough than the other ones we've been fighting.
Another one bites the dust.
Alright. Now these items, as well as the glowing spots, will replenish over time. So if I find myself needing, you know, any of those items, I can always come back here at a later date and pick back up those items if I need them for any crafting. And a great treasure. This won't replenish. Now, I know it's a horrible habit. I've done this with every Dragon Quest that I've ever played. I always dump the seeds into the main character. I never spread them around. I never give them to the side characters. I just have always felt more comfortable just beefing up the main character, and that's it. Probably make my journey a lot simpler should I spread the wealth around, but I mean, it's just the way it is. Now, do we have that platypunk? We do. So we're just missing one final character, or one monster, rather. Again, I really appreciate this first-person view that they let you have. So you can get... I mean, you obviously could take screenshots of that stuff. And do whatever you need to do with it. Be it a wallpaper, or just to show it off, or just to look back later on and be like, man, this was a really pretty game. I feel kind of bad fighting the Great Saber Cubs, I'm not gonna lie, because they meow. If they made a roar or anything, I wouldn't feel half as bad about cutting their little heads off, but... Right, they sound like my cat, and so every time I kill one of them, I'm just like, oh, I gotta go pat my cat. I don't want two hooligans busting in here with like a shield. She's over there. I think she's in the computer chair. I don't need two hooligans busting in with a knife and a sword and chopping into my cat. Go do that on your own time. I would never sword my cat. I would just give her hugs and treats and pats and water. Let's go turn in that quest at the church, because we can. Because somehow we had gotten the proper lineup to do that. See, I don't feel bad about killing a monster that makes that noise. That noise is creepy and weird. There, don't say... I don't remember what voice I made for this guy. Oh, he was like that. Don't say a word. You don't need to. A man with my vast fighting experience can recognize a first-time PEP power. Use her a mile off. The glint in your eyes, the spring in your step, the glow of satisfaction. Oh, yes. You nailed it, all right. You should be proud of yourself to have teamed up with a trusted ally and pulled off a PEP power. It's a momentous day for any aspiring warrior. Feels amazing, doesn't it? Yes, there's nothing like a PEP power. And I must say I feel rather proud of having opened your eyes to their wonder. Here you are, consider this a small souvenir to commemorate this magical moment. Lodo receives a gold chain. Yeah. Now don't forget there are many more PEP powers out there just waiting to be discovered. The number of ways in which spells and abilities can be combined is beyond even my imagining. And don't think they're all just two-person affairs. Oh no. There are some that need 3 of you to be pepped up before they can be performed too. To cut a long story short, the more spells and abilities you master, the more companions you meet, the more PEP powers will become available to you. Which just goes to show that you can't always go it alone in this life. No, there are times where it really pays to work with others. Quest complete. And we got a gold change. And right over his head, it's, good old PEP powers. Alright, Lodo doesn't need that, but you can wear the gold chain. Boost yourself a little bit. Alright. Oh no! You're gonna make me use my PEP powers! Actually, I should use the medicinal herb on Eric so he doesn't die! Now guys, I understand that we have to kill them, but please don't take their clothes when we're done. Man, they are picking on Eric right now. Man, Eric, you had one job. To finish Bodkin Archer C.
Who else wants some?
couldn't even do that properly. Do we need another introduction to PEP Powahs? Buzzberries. Feather. Buzzberries. You know, I never actually took the time to read the description of a buzzberry. I just want to know what that tastes like. Buzzberry. Funny little fruits that look sweet, but are actually spicy. Now I'm picturing kind of like a spicy raspberry or something, and that tastes fantastic in my mind. And there's another one of those creepy little penguin guys! Hello, creepy little penguin. Oh, you disappeared as soon as I took your butterfly wing away from you, but I'm gonna turn around and I bet you're there again. Of course you are. You're such a creepy little thing, aren't you? This looks completely safe. PEP Powahs. Nothing says wonderful times like the slums.
Welcome to downtown Heliodor, home to rogues, ruffians, and all my other favorite kinds of people. About a year ago, me and Dirk, my partner in crime, managed to acquire one of the royal family's most precious possessions, the Red Orb. They got wise and pulled me in eventually, but not before we'd stashed it somewhere safe so we could pick it up later. Right down there is the biggest, stinkingest garbage pile in all of Heliodor. Me and Dirk buried the orb slap bang in the middle of it. After all, no one would ever think of looking for it there. We're criminal geniuses, I tell you. Time to go liberate that loot. To the garbage pile.
You know what? My first time through this, I did not notice this guy laying down in the dirt. What do you have to say? Valuable information there. Go on, mate, you tell him. This signal bloke knows what he's talking about. Things might look bleak, but you can't go giving up. After all, who knows what tomorrow will bring? Broken pots. Sing along with me. Oh, I'm living in Heliodor, working for the man, and I'm just trying to do the best I can. But no matter how bad things might get, I can't give up. The game ain't over yet. He tells it like it is. Welcome to my fine establishment. It may be small, but it's perfectly formed. You'll have a great night's sleep, I guarantee it. Welcome to our inn, weary travelers. You must be exhausted at this late hour. Would you like to spend the night, or perhaps just rest a while? In either case, I can offer you a rate of 10 gold coins. Farewell, intrepid travelers. Come again. We'll be back for that if we need to. Welcome to downtown Heliodor, the grimy little secret the posh folks over at the wall don't want you to know about. Heh, you ain't from around here, eh? Well, if you ain't got a reason to stick around, I wouldn't bother. What's that? You're looking for a dump? Well, you're right in the middle of the town for rubbish. That's a great big pile of it right in the middle. I don't know much about this luminary character, but I know they should lock him up and throw away the key. Them guards need to get off their backsides and track him down. I think that's the stinky garbage they want me to go to, but first, we've got some other stuff to... Alright there, tell me you're sorted for swords, bristling with blades. It's a dangerous world out there, so it pays to be prepared. Welcome to the weapon shop. How may I help you? We could buy you a bronze knife or a birchwood boomerang. The attack does go down, but the cool thing about the boomerangs is he'll hit everybody in the group. Right, let's keep going. We've got to keep up the Cockney accent, just in case, just in case. Smash some pots. Go on, say you'll buy something. I need the bleeding money, I'm basic, and it's not like a guitar or anything. Welcome and all that. Your stock may not be much to look at, but it's the quality counts. Welcome to the item shop. How can I serve you? What would you like to buy? Something tells me you're lying to me. See the big tough looking bloke over there? Well, he's only been sitting there for days waiting for that dancer Roxy to come back. Talk about moon-eyed. Lord Bobbree, they do definitely make the boomerangs hold out way longer than they usually do in a Dragon Quest game. If you look at his character builder, he's got a thing for swords, knives, boomerangs, and guile. But boomerangs is a tree that will constantly expand with him, and they do make some very, very, very nice boomerangs later on, and if I'm not mistaken, you can actually dual wield boomerangs later on. This place legendary. It's filthy, it's got no roofs, and the food's bleeding awful, but the drinks are cheap and the dancers, they're out of this world. I bet you're here for an eyeful of Roxy and all, ain't ya? No. Well, you're lost, mate. Trust me, she's the bee's knees and then some. There's the garbage pile they want me in. Alright, mate, wanna hear something good? It'll cost you, mind you, 5 gold for some proper juicy info. What do you say? Sure, why not? Right, so if it's juicy info you're after, I've got it. Firstly, oranges are an excellent source of juice. But don't forget about bananas. Them little fellas are juicier than you think. What, you don't believe me? Go and get some fruit and try it out for yourself. Juice is the future. You better believe it. I'm just gonna take your coins anyway, so... We're playing hide and seek, but I can't find Camo anywhere. He's too bleating good. I bet he went up that ladder. It's not fair. He knows I'm scared of heights. You won't find armor at better prices than this, believe me. Brand spanking new kit at knockdown prices. You can't say fairer than that. Welcome to the armor shop. What can I do for you? We're gonna get boxer shorts, of course. No, we'll buy... Well, we don't have enough money to buy you a set of leather armor. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna sell something. Get you up there. Get rid of this sleeping biscuits. And the single file. We should have enough now to purchase you your very own set of leather armor, Eric. That way you do not die. Alright. There we are. I was pretty wild in my younger days, let me tell you. Always up to no good I was. Spent a fair bit of time in the dungeons for my troubles and all. But now I'm repaying me debt to society by working as a night watchman. Trust me, crime don't pay, so keep your nose clean and stay out of trouble. And that's our moral of today. That's what we can learn from today. Well, there's no one home in this room right now. We better come back later. Yeah, what a great night. I won't trade me job for anything. Not in a million years. A mysterious door that we can't open yet.
Life isn't easy for a trainee sorceress, let me tell you. I mean, how am I supposed to do any magic with my tummy rumbling like this? If only there was a spell out that could summon a big loaf of freshly baked bread.
Shoot, I want a spell that summons a big loaf of freshly baked bread. Me too. Can't fall asleep. Thieves will nick me veg. I'm gonna nick your veg. Look, you got cabbages, radishes, turnips, pumpkins, peppers. More peppers. More and more peppers. Lots of peppers. And corn. And carrots. It's carrots you're gonna want to keep an eye on there, mate. This is the life for me. I don't want to work, or have responsibilities, or have to answer to anyone. No, this is exactly where I want to be. And I guess that's another moral lesson for today's story. If you don't work, and you don't have responsibilities, then you're just going to be sitting in a pile of broken wood. In some dirt. Them numpties up at the castle locked some luminary broke who's up supposed to bring disaster and destruction, and then they went and let him escape. Having him on the loose will play havoc with the price of veg. I can barely scrape together for a bunch of mangy old carrots as it is. What do you think you're staring at, eh? But yes, Lord Bradbury, to continue on with your question there from much earlier, really, I was kind of hoping that the boomerangs would last well into the game too, because if you've played any Dragon Quest games, you know that about the first 2 boomerangs are worth anything, and then they kind of fall way behind. That's also where the crafting system comes into play really, really well, in so much that you can actually reinforce items and kind of make them better. So even if you are kind of down, up, and there's another creepy penguin, you could always kind of bring it up to like a +3, and it will be very much worth it. This is how you know you're playing an RPG correctly, if you know what you're supposed to be doing, and you're definitely not doing it. I mean, I'm supposed to be dumpster diving right now, and what am I doing? I'm climbing up a wall. Because we need to throw a little Spider-Man action into here, too. Because Spider-Man breaks pots and barrels, too. They just don't show that. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie here, like, after seeing regular Heliodor, like the regular castle city of Heliodor, and seeing the slum area of Heliodor, I actually think I would prefer to live in this slummy area. If only because the people seem a little more together. They seem to have their brains with it, and they're not quite as focused on their luxurious mansions. Oh, this guy, come back later. How'd I end up here? How did things come to this? How am I gonna get out with this one? Who are you? Do you want something? Because if not, I recommend you clear off. I've got enough on my plate without you bothering me. Alright, let's go jump in that stinky pile of garbage and get what's coming to us.
This is the spot. Keep a lookout, okay? I'm going to grab the loot. Now, it was around here somewhere. It's definitely here. I'm 1000% sure. It's not here. You gotta be kidding me. Me and Dirk were the only ones who knew where it was. Wait a minute. That rat! He must have done the dirty on me and taken it for himself. Damn it! I should have known! A thieving little... Wait till I get my hands on him. I'm gonna find him. And you're gonna help me.
Okay. Hey, I only said I would come down here and find a red orb.
Just over there. Come on, it's the only one with an upstairs. You can't miss it. This whole place hasn't changed a bit. Back in our thieving days, Dirk and me used to lay low here whenever things got hairy. Ruby? Ruby, you there? It's me, Eric. There's something I need to ask you. Ruby runs the place. Looks like she's not around, but if anyone knows where Dirk is, it's her. Which means we'll have to go find her. So here's the plan. There's a tower they use to look out for fires. You're going to climb up there and keep an eye out for Ruby. I'll check a couple of other spots. Don't worry, you can't miss her. She's the only redhead in town.
Because if there was any other redheads, man, that would mess everything right up. And then you would never know who you're looking for. Ruby would have to change her name.
Get out of here! Go on! Stay. Ah, 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 ah.
Well, we just saw Ruby.
Can't find Ruby anywhere. How about you? Any luck? You saw her heading back to the inn? Great! Let's head over there and find out what she knows. Well, if it isn't my favorite landlady.
Welcome to our humble... Strike a light! If it ain't me favourite little tea leaf! Last I heard, they'd locked you up and thrown away the key. Hang about. You've gone and escaped, ain't ya? You and your friend here are the fugitives everyone's talking about. Well, I know not to stick me big nose in where it ain't wanted. You always delight to sail close to the wind.
Don't worry, I won't be here long. I just need to know where Dirk is. Have you seen him?
Dirk, eh? Now there's a name I ain't heard in a while. Didn't he open some fancy shop up by the castle? Yeah, that was it. Raking in the cash he is, or so they say.
That can't be right. The rent up there is crazy. Where would he find the money?
Oh, where would he find the money, Eric?
Wait a second. He sold it, didn't he? The rat sold the damned orb.
Look, in this part of town you don't go asking too many questions, you know that. If you want more, you'll have to get it from the horse's mouth.
You're right. Thanks, Ruby. I appreciate it. We'll get out of your hair. That no-good traitor! I'll bet he sold me out and sold the orb. And also he could move up in the world. Well, I'll get what I'm owed. You'll see. We'll need to get past that sentry if we're gonna head uptown and find him. Wait, isn't he... Yeah. I remember hearing that one of the guards is terrified of dogs. I think it was him. Maybe we can borrow one of somebody.
Now, we know plain that we only saw one dog in this entire town. But it's 7:55, so we're nearing closing time. So I think we're just going to go and have a quick look-see up here. And we'll upgrade our little charts if we can, and call that a night. There's a circus somewhere. Wonder if that's gonna have anything to do with anything later. How quaint. Roxy's here dancing. Oh, handsome, you're new. Let me guess, you've
Come from somewhere out in the sticks to see yours truly struck the stuff, have ya? Tee-hee, thought so. Well, enjoy. I ain't short on fans, you know, but even the little nippers love me. There's this one particular, but he ain't around at the mo. Probably off playing hide and seek. He's quite a character, that one. Got all these IDOs all around town, he has. Sits in them at earwigs on all the latest gossip. The cheeky little toe rag. And this is what those two spent their whole night waiting for. One foot in front of the other. A dupe, a dupe, a dupe. There ain't enough room for the both of us in this one dog town. That's right, Lord Budbury. We're gonna have some gun duels now. And now it's daytime. Which means Roxy is no longer over there doing her little tap dance. And everybody's a bunch of blading lemons. Oh, we already talked to her. But she wasn't saying a bunch of blading lemons before. Alright. So we need 12 for that, 16 for that, 12, 10. But nope, we can't even increase our PEP chance. The only thing that we can do is mess with our great sword, but since we're using regular swords right now, that's not a worthwhile path to take. Let's see if Eric can do anything. We have him on a boomerang path now, so we'll give him Ooze Bruiser, and that's probably all we're going to be able to do with him. Yep. Alright. So that'll be it then. I'll save the game. Alright, and like I said before, there's plenty more RadioPSI where this came from. Up next is Nightshade, and he's going to be playing some Mega Man 10. So I hope you enjoyed this evening of Dragon Quest. I look forward to next week, and I hope y'all have a great week. Thank you for watching. If it will let me end the broadcast.